Okay. Wow, this should be fun. Dude. Hi guys. Sorry, I keep coming in and out. Let me just see. I appealed the strike on my YouTube channel. Let me see if it got fixed. I'm trying to. Hopefully, it's gone. We can be monetized. What are you doing?
I was going through my email. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is so funny. I just posted it on my X. So guys, I don't usually post fan mail, but once in a while, the fan mail is just so funny that I have to post it, right? Because I feel like it's a crime if I don't share my fan mail with you. Do you want to read that, Armin?
Yep. Let me zoom in. Okay. What? Okay, so this is an email that Goldie got. What the hell? You humiliated yourself on Piers Morgan. What the hell? And like a typical Zionist asset, okay, as soon as you were challenged, you began rudely trying to talk over your opponent, relying on nothing but pure sophistry and personal insult. And when that didn't work, you went to the standard Zionist and neocon, I think. Ziocon. What is Ziocon? Zionist and conservative, neocon. Ziocon play of making threats. Yes, dummy. Just because you did it in Farsi doesn't it mean people won't hear you? Isn't that wrong grammar? Just because you did it in Farsi, it doesn't it? Okay, I think that's wrong. Okay. Doesn't it mean people won't hear you? You're a corrupt Orwellian bad faith terrorist. Isn't this person doing the thing that he's upset about? Like, isn't he doing the thing that he's calling out? He's doing the thing that he's calling out. You're a corrupt Orwellian bad faith terrorist before flinging your broken corpse what into the depths of Jahannam. Okay. Muhammad, peace be upon, is going to grab Muhammad, peace be upon Sallallahu alayhi. Okay, is going to grab the back of your skull. Muhammad himself is going to be in hell and going to grab the back of your skull and use your face as fleshlight. What is a fleshlight?
Don't ask. If you don't know, that's okay. If you don't know, don't ask. That's fine.
What after? Oh wait.
No.
Okay. Is that like a sex toy?
Yeah.
Muhammad. Ew. Ow. Oh. I don't. Oh. Ew. Brother. Ew. What the hell? This one is sick. Oh no. Okay. Ew. I'm not gonna be able to get that out of my mind. I'm gonna be thinking about guys, do not imagine that. Ew. Pounding. He's gonna go into details, isn't he? Pounding and pounding his holy cock. This guy's a troll. Is this not no? Pounding and pounding his holy cock harder and harder against the back of your throat. Until his sacred seed starts shooting out of your ears. Whore. What did I just read?
This is one example of the fan mail that I get.
This must be a troll. Muslims don't speak like that.
You
Muslims
never
don't
know.
talk about the holy cock of their prophet. This
I don't know,
guy, what
man.
the hell?
But you know what?
Oh.
I posted the message on X and I was like, a message from the religion of peace. Happy Ramadan, everyone.
Ew, gross.
And
This
then
guy
I know
is
apparently his email address didn't show up, so that's his email address. There you go. That's the email address. All right.
wild imagination. That was a wild.
There you go.
I didn't know I'm gonna walk into skull effing. Oh my god. What is this?
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Oh my god.
Now you guys understand why Armin and I take, we have to take a lot of precautions with our safety because we get these sorts of messages. I mean, Armin, I don't know what, I'm sure you get similar things, probably even worse. But yeah, like
Goldie,
guys, this is normal. This is normal for me. Like I get so many of these every day. I just figured I would share one in honor of Ramadan. And now you know.
And now you know. Goldie, it's actually very interesting because if you're a woman, you get these types of messages. If you're a man, the messages you get, a lot of them are directed at the female members of your family. So if you're a woman, it will be directed at you. And if you're a man, a lot of the threats I get is this is what we're gonna do to your mom. This is what we're gonna do to your sister. I don't have a sister. This is what we're gonna do to your wife. This is we're going to have to your daughter. I don't have a daughter, but they say this. Like, so it's always directed at mothers, your sisters, your wives, and your daughters.
They're very like misogynistic in that sense. So there you go.
Yes.
I have a feeling that they don't like the fact that I called out Charandi Marandi.
You know what I think this person wants? I think this person just wants to be noticed by you. Okay.
Well, you know what? He was noticed. Yes. He was noticed.
Yes. I think
and his email address is in the channel as well.
Yes. I think so people watch I really do think this. And if anybody is a psychologist, let me know how true this is. Okay. I think when somebody sees as like a woman that is strong and has a lot going for them and they feel inferior to her, they need to feel important by finding a way to get any response from them. And given that they can't get a positive response, they go for a desperate attempt to get a negative response because they feel like if I could get a reaction, then I am in this woman's life and I'm important because I made her react to something. And this is from an inferiority complex, I think. How?
No, it's very true. It's very true. But the reaction for me was really funny, right? So I was just like, okay, like I was like, I have to share this. Like, this is too insane.
No, I'm glad you shared it. I'm glad you shared it. I'm just like,
but it's like, guys, I hope this is also like a good example for you guys to understand like why Armin and I like we take extra precaution with like our safety, our location, things like that, because the fact that we speak out against radical Islamic extremism and terrorism, it's definitely a threat. So there you go.
Somebody in my chat is saying it's a marriage proposal. Oh my god.
Yeah, maybe he does suffer. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like that the Piers Morgan interview was like over a month ago. It was literally like a month ago. So why is this like angry email coming now? You know what? Someone said maybe it's him. Someone says like maybe it was Charandi Marandi himself. Oh, send him a Ramadan card and a 10 per. Oh, you know what I should send him? Maybe I'll send him the video of the guy who's like hitting himself for Imam Hussein. You know which video I'm talking about?
Oh, maybe yeah.
Oh, you know what? Okay, this is what I'm gonna do, guys. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Before we go to Armin's updates, let me just share the video again. Okay. I'm gonna send him this video and I'm gonna say Happy Ramadan. Let me
You should give that to AI and put Marandi instead of that guy. Like put his face there.
That's too much effort. That's too much effort. Oh,
Somebody
man.
could do that for us.
Way too much effort. Here, guys. Here's what I'll do. Um, oh my gosh, it's so funny. Okay. Wait, is this the one? Okay. Um, all right. Let me just attach the thing here. Guys, I'm literally doing it. I'm literally doing it. I
Do
just
what?
I can't share the screen because all the other email addresses I don't want to um I don't want to I don't want to breach privacy, but look at this. So okay. So I just sent him a response email and I took a photo of it before I sent it. So
This is the most significant thing that has ever happened to this man.
probably like he's like, oh my gosh, she saw my email and acknowledged my existence.
Yes.
Oh man. Honestly, like
This
I ignore most of them, but once in a while, it's just good to have like a good laugh, right? So
yeah.
I'm allowed to laugh and troll once in a while. So there you go. But it's also good. It's very educational for you guys. It's very educational because you can also see the kind of like insane people that we deal with on a daily basis. So
It's all downhill for him here. Nothing more significant will ever happen in his life.
there you go. So I literally said happy Ramadan XOXOXO and then I attached the video file of the guy who's like hitting his head yelling Hossein. Okay, all right, that's my little random update. Okay. Back to you, Armin,
All
because I
right.
know you had a few other updates for us. So the floor is all yours.
So one thing in the discussion group that we are also getting reports from Israelis noticing that things are changing. Israel is also having the highest level of preparations that you could. So it's not just Americans moving their assets into the region. We're also seeing Israel getting prepared for something. By the way, Goldie, something funny happened in our group discussion. The Israelis were upset during the 12-day war with their government because the government woke them up with a really loud alarm for attacking the Islamic Republic with a really loud noise. And they're like, what the hell? Wake us up if they're attacking us. Don't wake us up if we're attacking them. Right? So apparently Israel is now confirming that don't worry, this time we're not going to wake you up until they attack us. So apparently it was terrifying to a lot of people, and it was the most disturbing sound they've ever heard, waking them up in the middle of the night. And a lot of people were angry that why did they have to wake up for Israel attacking the Islamic Republic. So apparently Israel has listened to that feedback, and now they have confirmed that this time they're going to wait until the Islamic Republic. This is the most Israeli thing I've ever heard in my life, by the way. And I love it. And I love you guys. Okay, so there's that. White House. I don't know if you guys played this or not when I was in here. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, she mentioned Iran twice. Did you guys go? Did you play that or like during when I was in here? So one thing, Caroline Leavitt. Oh, so it's okay.
I
I'll
played
just
one. I played one clip of her, but I didn't play all the clips. So let's. I mean,
okay.
you can definitely.
No,
share
we don't have to play it. I will just read you the most important thing that she said. Okay, which is a new escalation coming from her because she's always like, yeah, we want to talk. We'll see what's happening. Obviously, we want rather peace. President Trump always prefers to fix things through talking. She doesn't talk. Both President Trump and her have not. I mean, President Trump just recently came out and said, like, yeah, regime change would be ideal. So that was a huge escalation from him. But now she came out and said this. So this is the official position of the White House now. There are many arguments one can make in favor of a strike against Iran. President Trump prefers diplomacy. Iran would be wise to make a deal. So this coming from her is a new level of escalation. And if people know how conservative usually the language coming from her from the White House is from the is they would realize that this is like the idea of we're getting ready to do something, like basically preparing people's minds that something is about to happen. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me actually play this video that I think this is Nail Bunny sent me this, so I think I should share it. So these are the legends of the person posted the legends of my homeland. So let's just watch this video together.
This is the last footage of Hamid Madavi, a firefighter from Mashhad who became a symbol of courage during the Iranian protests. He was filmed repeatedly risking his life to carry wounded protesters away from security forces, only to be shot and killed. His Instagram reveals a character full of life, joy, and humor, driven by a deep love for serving his community. Hamid's story is the story of the Iranian people, those willing to sacrifice everything for freedom. He protected his community until his very last breath. Share his story. Be his voice. This is the last.
Okay, so apparently he was doing this multiple times during the protest. He kept on going back in and back in to rescue people until he was shot. Guys, if you go look at his Instagram,
someone said in the comments, and actually I agree, that kind of sounds like Princess Noor's voice.
Oh. Wow. Yeah, I mean,
it kind of sounds like her voice.
Really? Okay.
I don't know. Let me check her Instagram. I wonder if this is from her Instagram page. I don't know. Let me see. No, I don't see anything on her page. Maybe it's on her voice, but it kind of sounds like it though.
I've never seen her do a voiceover explanation of a video. Don't usually she gives speeches and she responds to people asking her question. I've never seen her do a video where she's doing a voiceover. So I mean, if it is, this would be the first time. I mean, first time as far as I know. Let me do. Yeah. Okay, so I got this video from Nail Bunny as well from Trita Parsi, which is the founder of Nayak. This is the guy who basically is the lobby of the Islamic Republic inside the United States. Let me read this caption. At this point, Trita Parsi at the end of this Democracy Now interview is a vital one that needs to be repeated. The majority in Iran are completely against military intervention, but their voices are not being heard in the mainstream media. This is BS. I'm not going to play this BS nonsense. Where is he getting this nonsense from? Because it's 1 minute, 20 minutes long. So 1 minute, 20 seconds long. Let me just listen to it just in case. Let's just, guys, let me know in the chat. Is he going to provide any evidence for this nonsensical claim? Everything we're hearing from Iran is that Iranian people want military intervention. Everything we're hearing. Guys, you have no idea. I have family in Iran. I'm hearing military people wanting military intervention from people that I never expected. Every single person that I know, all of the activists that I know, they're like, oh my God, my uncle who was always anti-American, anti-US military intervention, he's asking for US military intervention. My neighbor who used to be always anti-America, anti-Israel, he now is asking for United States and Israel. We're constantly getting the last, even, I mean, the people who were pro-America and pro-Israel, you expect them to want now a U.S. military intervention. But all of them are reporting that people that the last people that they thought would be asking for American and Israeli intervention, they have even switched sides. So let me see what Shrita Parsi, if he provides any evidence for this nonsensical claim here.
And the manner in which the sanctions have destroyed the livelihood of ordinary Iranians have driven them to this point.
So, guys, the sanctions destroying the lives of Iranians. Let me ask you this, guys. Would this sanction, because these types of people constantly want to blame the fact that the Iranian people are upset with their conditions on U.S. sanctions. 2 points that you need to bring up with that. First of all, the sanctions are the fault of the Islamic Republic, because at the end of the day, when a regime behaves this way, you only have three options. When a regime is causing so much supporting terrorism and basically making everything difficult for everybody in the region, and U.S. allies and all the other countries around the Iran, there's three things you could do. One, do nothing and let them do it. Two, military strike. Three, sanctions. So if you say you're against sanctions against the Islamic Republic, then you either have to be for doing nothing or military intervention. A lot of these people who are against sanctions, they're for doing nothing, basically allowing a country to be the major sponsor of terror around the world, and then the international community to not respond at all. This not having sanctions is not an option for a country for a regime that behaves like this. Whatever hardship that causes the Iranian people, the Islamic Republic is responsible for it, not America. That's one. Two, there is no way to blame the sanctions for most of the hardship that the Iranian people are experiencing. I will prove to you right now that lack of proper management by the Islamic regime is the main reason. First of all, even Pezeshkian came and admitted that. He said that most of the economic condition problems that we're having is because not doing proper management. So the current president even admitted that. But part two, I will even prove it to you. Guys, what are sanctions? Sanctions mean that you cannot do trade with the international community like a normal country. That's what sanctions do. Okay. Does Iran need international trade to get access to energy? Yes or no? Do they need international trade? No, they don't need that. Okay. Because they have energy right beneath them. They are one of the most oil and gas rich countries in the world. Right. So are the Iranian people dealing with power cuts? Yes or no? Yes. So the Iranian people who live in a country with the highest levels of accessible energy, which does not require trade with any other country, don't have access to energy. They have some of the highest power cuts, electricity cuts to their homes than compared to only the most poor African countries will come to mind when it comes to the level of power cuts that Iran is facing, and they don't have oil and gas. Okay, so imagine how bad you have to be at running a country where you have the most oil and gas, the most accessible energy, and your people are experiencing power cuts. This has nothing to do with sanctions, because sanctions limits your ability to trade with the rest of the world. You don't need to trade with the rest of the world when it comes to energy. You have the energy, and yet your people, it's almost a miracle. It almost seems like it's intentional. It can be bad management. Even bad management doesn't cause you to run out of power when you have this much energy. So this proves that these idiots, when they want to blame America for the hardship that the Iranian people are experiencing, is because either they have no idea how the economy in Iran works, because I could go on for hours to explain to you why the vast majority of the economic hardship that Iranian people are experiencing comes directly from the Islamic Republic, not from the sanctions. I could go for hours. I could tell you about the destruction of the private sector because of the IRGC's monopoly. I could talk to you about mismanagement. I could talk to you about corruption. I could talk to you about so many other things, but I'm not gonna because that's gonna take that could be a 2-hour live stream. But just wanted to let you give you a little bit of a taste for the arguments against these idiots regarding why they want to blame America for everything. They want to blame America and Israel for everything, even though we Iranian people know that the Islamic Republic is to blame, not America. This is why one of the chants of the Iranian people in the streets is, and he knows this, but he wouldn't admit it, is دشمن ما همینجاست دروغ میگن آمریکاست, which translates to, this is the chant the Iranian people chant in the streets of Iran, which translates to, our enemy is right here in Iran. They lie to us when they tell us our enemy is America. That's the chant of the Iranian people. Okay, and data, their data collect, their polls, the academically collected data from inside Iran that shows that the number one favorite country of Iranians, not including Iran itself, is America. So after Iran, the number one favorite country among Iranians is the United States of America. So this guy might be anti-American, but the Iranian people are not.
He's not even an American citizen.
He's not?
No, I think he's like from Switzerland or something. He's got like a Swiss citizenship. Like he's not an American citizen.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
that. To this point of desperation, in which some, again, not a majority, but a loud number of people are now calling for this. And Reza Pahlavi has become the main channel for the demand for military intervention.
And we just have 30 seconds, but Trita Parsi, we've talked to so many allies of the protesters who are anti-regime in Iran, but also anti-intervention.
Absolutely. I would still say that there is a majority that are completely against intervention, but their voices
evidence
are more or less not being heard in
the Iranian people are right now angry for why the intervention, some of them, I mean, the debate is how angry the Iranian people are regarding why the intervention hasn't been happening earlier. Where is your evidence for this claim? This is an extraordinary claim.
That are completely against intervention, but their voices are more or less not being heard in the mainstream media. And I think this is very much because of the support of certain elements to elevate the voices.
Guys, again, yeah, exactly. Chair to pert. You guys know this, okay? This is what Goldie refers to as chair to pert.
For intervention, and we're seeing exactly what we saw during the Iraq war, in which a large number of pro-intervention Iraqi voices were paraded through mainstream media in order to give the impression that not only is this something that is supported by the overwhelming majority of the Iraqi society, but also that this is the morally right thing to do. And I find that to be very, very questionable.
Trita Parsi,
very questionable. Your claim is very questionable. We have evidence for our claims. Where is your evidence that the majority of Iranian people are against intervention?
Thank you for being with us, Executive.
Guys, like I this is the first time I'm playing this video. I was pretty sure he's not going to provide any evidence, and he didn't. I was right. I mean, that was obvious. Okay, so just a couple of other updates. Some of them are similar to what I mentioned before, but as you know, guys, the massive U.S. military buildup is escalating. The United States is rapidly deploying forces. In the past couple of hours, it is exponentially increasing their deployment of forces. Everybody, every analyst and their dog and their cat is now saying that the attack is coming. Okay, everybody, like the Islamic Republic thinks that the attack is coming. Israel thinks the attack is coming. United States analysts, everybody. Like, I'm not. Nothing is certain. Nothing is ever certain. But I couldn't find a single analyst that will come say like, yeah, no, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Everybody thinks it's happening. So if it doesn't happen, it's going to be the most extraordinary thing that has happened in the history of warfare. Okay. So they have been signaling the final preparation stages for a major military operation. There's Air Force movement. Even, guys, not even in the past 48 hours, in the past 24 hours, we're getting like 50 fighter jets coming in, 150 cargo flights were deployed. It's crazy. It's like high. The traffic is high in the air, Iran when it comes to the airspace around the Middle East, U.S. military equipment coming from all sorts of places, right? We have reconnaissance and
آرمین دارن
radars.
میگن ببین اینو فقط
Yeah.
به زبان فارسی میگم چون هنوز تایید نشده so it's not confirmed ولی اینو الان توی اینستا I posted something on Instagram بعد یه نفر گفت که انگار کرج صدای انفجار داره میاد نمیدونم حالا الانم دارم روی X هم چک میکنم ولی هنوز like there's nothing confirmed so I'm just keeping an eye on that but انگار it could be false I don't know it could be fake news like I'm just like keeping an eye on that. But anyways, I just want to add that because I agree with you. I think big boom booms are coming. I also think they're going to come sooner rather than later. I don't know. I think they're going to come sooner rather than later. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it seems like sooner rather than later seems to be the best bet right now. I mean, guys, everything, we can only deal with the information that we have, okay? And even if the conclusion is wrong, it is still the best conclusion based on the available information right now. Okay. So by the way, guys, now we know we got more information regarding the recent talks in Geneva between US representatives and Araghchi, which is the Islamic Republic foreign minister. Now that we're getting more and more information, it seemed like it got nothing. And it was very interesting because the Americans are saying that the Islamic Republic side didn't even address the red lines. Like, it was kind of insulting. Like well, let me actually read it. The regime refused to acknowledge the U.S. administration's red lines, which includes the regime's nuclear program, ballistic missiles, and killing the protests. They didn't even touch them. They wouldn't even discuss them. Like, it was actually embarrassing. It was even Vice President J.D. Vance came out and said they were basically not even, they didn't even show enough respect to even talk about the main red lines that America wanted to discuss. They were basically talking about the deal, the negotiations, as if they're negotiating a completely different deal. Yes, so not only it was actually very disrespectful, given that they didn't even talk. Like, United States came and said, like, you have to give us this and this and this. It was worse than them not meeting those conditions. They didn't, like, for example, let's say I say to you that I want your range of missiles to be below 300 kilometers. It's not like the Islamic Republic came and said, well, this is what we could talk about with regards to the missiles. They didn't even touch them. They were like, how about we negotiate a completely different deal? That's how bad the negotiations were, right? So there are requests by the regime, but the Islamic Republic for an additional 2 weeks of negotiations. And a lot of people are saying that this is strictly stalling tactic to buy time to hide military and nuclear assets from satellite surveillance. So it seems now that the Islamic Republic is also trying to buy time because buying time wasn't working in their favor, given that buying time right now up until this point was just working for America, given that they needed time to bring all their military assets here. But now now that we have so much military assets in the region, the Islamic Republic also seems to be interested in buying some time, because they're trying to, like, satellite images show that they're trying to hide their nuclear military assets and their military assets from satellite surveillance. Like, they're like, okay, like, it seems like they're like, okay, they're gonna hit us. Let's just do this fake dance of negotiation just a little bit longer, so we have time to hide the things that we need to hide. By the way, guys, let me know what you think. We have had this discussion on our Persian channel, and we didn't. We were wondering if Khamenei is delusional, is Dulu, when it comes to him saying we will sink your ship and stuff like that. Sink the USS Abraham Lincoln, or I don't know, Gerald Ford or whatever. Is he Delulu, or is he? Does he have a death wish? Like, is he just like, oh, okay, yeah, let them come and I'll just die like Hussein and I'll be a martyr. It's fine. It's fine. Let's just die. Okay. Let's just be a martyr. Okay. Is that what he's thinking? Or is he just saying all of this just to satisfy his base so that the base continues to fight? Right? All right. Which one is so option number one, he's Delulu. He thinks that, yep, we're gonna sink their ships, we're gonna defeat them. He genuinely believes it. Okay, that's option number one. Okay. Option number two is, guys, we haven't had these apparently from Muhammad, which the Islamic Republic sometimes advertises apparently, that even if you're losing, you have to talk as if you're winning. So maybe he's like, yep, we're effed. They're going to F us up real good, but we have to show strength. And once they come and they kill me, I'll be a martyr. Yes, fine. I'll be a martyr and I'll go, I don't know, with 72 Houris, and I'll have fun in paradise next to Muhammad. Okay, that's option number two, which is a different kind of Delulu. Okay, so this is also Delulu. So the first Delulu is Delulu regarding your military, as the military capability. The second Delulu is martyrdom Delulu. Okay, and the third option is he knows that he's effed, and he also doesn't want to be a martyr, but he has to create this type of content, putting out these types of messaging, because if he doesn't show strength and confidence in the strength of the Islamic Republic, the people on his side will abandon ship and they will fall sooner. So to keep them fighting, he needs to put out that messaging. Let me know which one do you think it is, okay, in the chat. Third option, yeah, basically third option is followers are Delulu. Yes, okay, so it's basically three types of Delulu. You're right, three types of Delulu. Yeah, so people are saying three. Yeah, I also think it's three. I also think it's number three. All right, so the White House maintains that diplomacy is the first choice, but military action is being strongly considered to protect American lives. Meanwhile, the Department of Homeland Security, FEMA, and the TSA are currently shut down, and employees are unpaid. The White House blames the Democratic Party for this, accusing. Okay, so this is a tough situation because we might be moving into a war, but now we have government shutdown to deal with as well in the United States, and this might complicate things. By the way, guys, if we go into this war, given that President Trump's ratings are down at the moment, it would be very damaging to him if the war doesn't go perfectly. Right, so this is why the war needs to be done really, really well, right? Or else this is about his legacy. By the way, if the war becomes very, very is executed very well, and it frees Iran, and no American soldiers die, and it doesn't spread into the region, then this could really be a major boost for President Trump's ratings. But if it doesn't, then it could harm him even more, right? So the U.S. president contacted the UK Prime Minister urging the UK to retain control of the Diego Garcia island base in the Indian Ocean rather than returning it to. I have a hard time pronouncing this country. Goldie, how do you pronounce the country that the Diego Garcia's islands belong to? Mauritius.
Mauritius.
The T is silent. Mauritius,
well,
is that how you pronounce
it?
Well,
no. So it's a British Indian Ocean territory.
Yes.
What's the country? Yeah, Mauritius.
Do we know why the UK is giving that away? Like, that seems like so idiotic. Like, given that how. Yeah. Is it they're trying to be woke? They're being woke, right? Like, they're like, look at us. We're not being imperialists. We're just giving our away. This is why President Trump in that statement blamed it on wokeism. This is like, this is wokeism, because they're like, oh, we're not being imperialist. Apparently, apparently not being imperialist or colonialist means that you just give away the most strategic military territory that you have as a way to virtue signal. That is basically this is virtue signaling. One of the most strategic military assets that you have, like, oh, I guess we're not colonialists, so it's just like, bye bye. I mean, you have enough money to be able to convince the other side that this should remain yours, but you're so hell bent on actually virtue signal to the whole world that you're just giving away one of the most strategic areas that you could have.
Well,
So
that
dumb.
was what President Trump said in his post today. Remember, on his Truth Social?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Nail Bunny is actually describing this very well. It's called extremely expensive virtue signaling. That's the best way to describe it. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay.
I also like there has to be some sort of, like, I have to look into this, but there must be some sort of safety mechanism or something, because there is a military base on Diego Garcia, like an American military base. And so there has to be some sort of implication for Keir Starmer. By the way, Keir's really living up to his first name. For the Iranians in the chat, you guys know. No, his name is Keir Starmer. I'm not saying anything. I'm speaking in English. I'm just saying Keir's really living up to his name.
That's sexist against men for to consider that a swear word.
Well, I don't know. That's his name, not mine.
I object. Okay, there's nothing wrong with Keir. Okay.
All I'm saying is that's his name. So anyway, so Keir Starmer is really living up to his name. Okay. But it's very weird. It's very weird because there has to be some sort of international law implication for like a country that owns a territory trying to give away land or like a territory to like another country when there's an American military base on it, right? Like, it's just, that's very, very bizarre. It's very bizarre. And I think President Trump has every right to call it out, because like I would assume, and I'll look into this, but just, based off of my international law training from like 15 years ago, now I'm just like thinking off the top of my head, trying to remember, but there has to be some sort of agreement between the UK and the United States for them having a military base there. And so I wonder if what's happening right now, it's true. It's spelled Keir. You spelt it wrong. It's Keir. Like, there's literally no way the United States is going to allow that to happen. And I think President Trump, by putting out that Truth Social post, he's just being polite. Like, he's literally just being polite, because let's be perfectly honest. The United States can do whatever it wants to do, and no one can stop them. Right? That's the reality. The United States can do anything and everything it wants to do at any point for any reason, and oh my god, and no one can stop them, right? So the fact that the United States is the leader of the free world, the fact that Russia and China are hesitant to take over the world, is literally because of the power and might of the United States, right? So like, this isn't gloating, this isn't like sucking up to anyone. This is the truth, right? This is literally the truth about geopolitics, right? The United States can do anything and anything it wants to do. But thankfully, the United States is a democratic country, and the United States is a global power that's keeping everyone else in check. So President Trump putting that post out there on Truth Social, he's basically putting Keir Starmer on notice, and he's basically saying, what are you doing? Like, don't be an idiot, right? I don't know. Very stupid move. No, it's not no. Okay, maybe you guys don't have guys. Okay, my apologies. Like, this is where like my military knowledge is like not the greatest. I know that like you don't have like a full-on base there, but you guys use Diego Garcia to like launch military things from. So don't quote me on like proper military terminology. I just know that Diego Garcia is militarily important because you guys have like things there. You have planes and jets and boom booms there. So it would be very bad. It would be very bad if Diego Garcia was given away. That's what I mean. Yes, launching pad. Okay, there you go. Launching pad. That's the correct term. That's the correct term. You guys are right. See, I know enough. I know enough to understand the geopolitics or whatever. But yeah, when it comes to the military terms, please don't expect me to know the proper military terms. That's Armin's specialty. I'm just gonna stick with like the boom boom.
It's not actually my specialty. Is Shia Dulu. Whenever I bring you military stuff, I'm basically going and taking I listen to the experts and I bring their expertise here. Yeah.
No, I'm always right because someone saying Goldie's not always. I'm always right. I'm always right. You know what? Because I was still right. I was still right about the fact that America's using Diego Garcia as like a base for launching things. So I'm still right.
Right. Yes. I actually, Goldie, when you talk about stuff that you're trying to figure out something that don't have an expertise in, I actually enjoy it a lot more because I like to watch you go discover it. It's actually a lot of fun watching you discover it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
You just enjoy me trying to explain like Shia Muslim videos and what's going on.
Those are the most fun, actually. I actually like it hearing it from your perspective.
you missed the one where I was trying to explain the man crying because I actually didn't know why the other man went up and grabbed the microphone. Right? But then you explained it. So
yes.
I can't remember what explanation I gave. I think I said something like, I don't know, he's just having a tumor or something, or like a mental breakdown. So, I don't know.
No. Yeah.
But yeah, anytime. If you ever have any sort of like, I mean, in honor of Ramadan, if you have some sort of like video that you want me to translate, let me know. I'm happy to translate it right now. But
guys, in honor of Ramadan, let me tell you that dry fasting has zero benefits unless there's a specific situation that the doctor tells you. Okay, even if there are benefits to fasting, even if there's water. That's water fasting, not dry fasting. Okay, and Ramadan is dry fasting, and it's really damaging to your health. Another proof that Islam is insanity. It's one of the most damaging thing you could do to your body is not to drink water for long periods of time. It's the worst thing you could do to your body. So this Ramadan, stay hydrated, drink a lot of water.
Actually, I celebrated Ramadan last night, Armin. Here, let me be right back. I'm going to celebrate Ramadan again. Give me one moment.
By the way, guys, during Ramadan, Muslims on average gain weight. They gain weight, okay? Because in the morning, before they start fasting, they wake up and they just eat so much just to make sure that they don't get hungry before the sunset. And then at the sunset, they just eat so much because they haven't eaten all day. And they end up consuming more calories during Ramadan. Then this is why we have the Ramadan weight gain, which is crazy. But yeah.
So you weren't here last night, Armin, when I was like giving a cheers to Ramadan and celebrating it. So happy Ramadan. Cheers.
Oh wow.
It's halal vodka, so in honor of Ramadan.
Halal vodka, how is that?
I don't know, it's Ramadan.
Okay. Everything is halal during Ramadan. Okay. Nusha.
There you go. So
that's good.
There's my
nice. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to Ramadan. Okay. All right.
All right. That's all I had.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. To the person who said I should eat on screen, I did. I had a cutlet sandwich on screen. Remember, I was eating cutlet earlier.
Why? Why did you want Goldie to eat? These are
In honor
these
of
people-
Ramadan.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay. Oh, Goldie, is it? By the way, guys, I'm having difficulties with my channel. Is it, Goldie? Is it okay if I advertise my channel so we could get some people to come and
yes.
subscribe? Okay, guys, I
Yeah,
need your
everyone,
help.
like everyone who's watching this channel needs to go subscribe to Armin right away.
Yes, let me put the link in the chat for Goldie's chat. Guys, I really do need your help. I need you to not just come subscribe, watch some of the non-live videos. The non-live videos are from the discussion groups that we have, and they are really going to stuff on a deeper level. And I need your support to grow this channel, because right now YouTube is being very unfriendly to us, and they're punishing us in different ways. I don't know why, what's happening, but please, if you can, go support this channel, Atheist Republic. Thank you.
Yeah. And guys, please, like, you should have 2 screens open, right? Like, if you're on a computer, have 2 screens open. One for mine, one for Armin's. And then, that way you can just support both at the same time. And you can mute one. That's Armin's channel. Everyone go and subscribe, please.
Yes.
Okay, so I actually saw someone here had a question. Guys, so everyone in the chat, what's the answer? What's the answer to this question? You guys already know. When someone asks if I'm single or if I have a boyfriend, what's the answer?
If you have to ask?
No, they know the answer. Because someone asked this. Yeah, exactly. Not for you. If you have to ask,
for you.
Not for you. Exactly. See? Not for you. There you go. See? You guys know. Not for you. Not for you. Oh, you guys are the best. And yeah, I'll probably block you too. If you have to ask, not for you. Exactly. So, all right. Okay, Armin, thanks so much. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
If there's no other breaking news, we'll let you go for the evening because I know you've had a long day. Thank you for coming in and out. Really appreciate that. Yeah, guys, everyone, please go subscribe to Armin's channel. Make sure that you're supporting him because, yeah, it's very weird why that's happening to your channel. I don't think it's fair. Please appeal that because it's so lonely not having you here.
Oh,
So
my heart.
And then everyone's like, "Where's Armin?" And I'm like, "Armin abandoned us. Armin left us." I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
But all right, but we'll touch base. I will try to see when I can join your the discussion group because I definitely want to be there. And I'll see if I can join the Persian language stream as well for a little bit. That'll give me an opportunity to practice my Persian. What time does your Persian language channel start?
Like, let me see, 3 hours before your show starts. 3 hours.
Okay, so 10 a.m. Eastern. Okay. All right. I'll be in touch. We'll be in touch. We'll figure something out. All right, Armin.
All right.
Thank you so much.
By the way, Goldie, there's people there are people now on my chat on the Atheist Republic channel saying that they came from Goldie's channel. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys coming there. Thank you.
Love that.
It worked. All right. Okay, guys. Gonna go. I'm Israel Chai, Javicha, Payande Iran. See you guys soon. Let me actually
take care.